No, I just we're actually talking into it. All right, am I centered on Adam and I up here? Come in close with it.
Uh-huh.
All right, Oksana, get over here. All right. So first of all, the team over here at Just Leo's Kitchen, we all want to say Merry Christmas. We're just getting started on this adventure. We're really excited with what this group might be able to do with your guys' support. And we're really happy that we get to be together and do this kind of fun thing. It's not a very often opportunity something like this comes up. So, from me, just Leah, say Merry Christmas and a thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Sous Chef Adam, you got anything special?
I made cinnamon rolls.
I don't.
I showed off.
Yeah, besides the usual dumbassery that I say on here, yeah, same to everybody. Merry Christmas. This is this is gonna be one of the best Christmases I've had in my life. Hope this will be for others watching. Been through a lot. Good times.
Yeah. So,
Y'all got some meat to cook.
yep, so we've got about 22 minutes before we get that turkey in the oven. Today we're doing a bone-in turkey breast. No need to go for a whole bird because we're also doing a massive ham. So it's going to be a glazed ham. We're going to get those bad boys in the oven nice and early. That way they've got plenty of time to rest and get reheated for some good dinner. Today we are hoping to plate right around 4 p.m. or 1600. With that, I think Sous Chef Adam and I are going to get a cup of coffee while you guys start coming in. We're going to get going. Let's do it. Huh. Poor Stan. What happened to Stan? Oh. Stan, if you've got a sewing kit, I know how to sew. Leave it to just Leo. Literally the guy to stitch it all together. All right.
Awesome.
Cup of coffee. We're going to cut into these delicious looking cinnamon rolls, by the way. I'm not sure if you guys see that. Did I get my camera angle right, Oksana? Just about. Look at that. Thank you for pouring.
Yeah, man. It's
Let's squeeze it.
figured I could do that, but yeah, that's gonna need the dressing. I can't do like today. Well, with some good Colombian bacon.
Oh,
Just a tiny cream.
I'm not used to pouring cream.
Oh,
Is this correct ratio? I literally just did splash.
oh yeah, because like this coffee is like you can flavor. Yeah, just enough, just enough to take that like sharp city.
Yeah.
Stan said that we should just bend over that sink.
Number two. Oh, we know it wasn't me.
I don't know. You objectively get more labor exercise than I do. Walk. Well,
Not anymore. I used to, no.
see, we're just explaining, some of those work crews, they have their guys for OSHA stuff, they got to do the stretches before they start working.
I wish I could bend over and touch my toes without bending my knees. I never could.
Okay.
Cinnamon rolls.
I agree. I want a cinnamon roll as well.
It's my family tradition. I need to have a cinnamon roll. I'm not doing
A
it-
what roll?
Shut up,
A
Leo.
cinnamon or
I can't say the words.
a cinnamon roll?
We're having synonym rolls.
Synonym.
Cinnamon is.
I hate you both.
All right. Oh, you know what?
Yep.
Okay.
Just the three.
Gotta be able to say hi to you guys.
Adam.
Spawn of
Don't
Stan.
mind me.
I love that you're backing me up on
What is Stan saying?
that. Synonym rolls. Wow.
Y'all are so mean to me, and I do so much for all of you fuckers.
Oh, you are mean to us too.
So mean. I'm an angel, never mean. I don't know what you're talking about. Perfect angel here.
Awesome.
Huh. But no, technically. So you know I'm allergic to citrus?
Yes.
Well, that doesn't stop me from having an orange cinnamon roll every year.
It's like people who are lactose intolerant. They're like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna spend 4.5 hours in the bathroom in about 2 hours,
I'm gonna be in the
but I want to drink this glass of milk.
It's gonna give me a killer ass migraine. I might pass out if I inhale too much, but fucking worth it. Okay, because it's just the frosting that's the orange flavor. So it's like a really sweet orange flavoring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cinnamon rolls.
Hey, Presley.
Thank you, Spawn of Stan.
Stan, I got a handmade gift for you.
Yeah, flip the bird.
Oh, we do need to save a couple to reheat.
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 left right here.
Yep.
For yes, we gotta keep our people fed.
Yes.
Keep working Christmas too. Oh, is that how you? Is that how it's gonna work? I dish them up, and you're the one.
Yep.
Executive order. Did you see that, chat?
I'm sorry. Who set up all of this and put them in the oven?
I am the only one around here who should be giving executive orders.
Well,
Oh, Melania, I am sure I have no problem with Melania bossing me around.
Yeah, reports Peter Griffin wishes everybody a Merry Christmas too. Christmas at our house, as you can see on the show, is it's always pretty weird. But we like learn a weird fake lesson at the end of it, and then we go back to pretending like we never learned nothing.
Spawn of Stan says, I mean, if you want to give me a gift with your hands, ... And then another message. I'll shoot a beautiful arc.
Yeah, that not being loosened even slightly is a
All right.
beautiful handmade gift.
Do you want left or right?
Left or right?
Left or right?
Right.
Right. There you go, good sir.
This is the foreplay.
Yep.
First, you gotta smell it. Then you gotta taste it.
Not till later because I'm not eating 2 or 4 of them in the same day. There's no way. In fact, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna eat both of these.
Same.
No. Well, I gotta dress that bad boy still too, so. Good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you, L. Hodges. How are the cinnamon rolls? The cinnamon rolls are, they're good. I'm not a huge sweets guy, but you know. Let's see here. I gotta kind of squat down a little bit. I'm sorry about the right here. YouTube's gonna YouTube, you know. But y'all know what it says.
These are good. I used to sugar first thing in the morning. Now
Yeah.
it hit me right.
No, no, sugar first thing in the morning. Usually not my palate choice, but cinnamon rolls are excellent. Mine will get set aside to be eaten with another cup of coffee, probably a couple hours, hour and a half, 2 hours.
I'm just eating these going another time down next do this. It's gonna be fucking mom's cinnamon bread.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What do you think of that upsong? Oh, we're asking too much of our moderator. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Good.
Thank you for pointing that out, Al Hodges. That would have been a very frustrating thing to get a copyright notice on.
What?
Our sign used to say "Welcome to the kitchen."
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. We cleared that up like 5 days ago or so. Cleared that up. I was like, oh shit.
You're looking at cup number 2. Still lagging a little bit. The good thing is, we got all day.
But it's Christmas. It's supposed to be like
The ham and the turkey thawed in time. In fact, the ham thawed before bed last night. So I was able to throw it, you know. I thought for sure I'd have to let it sit in the sink in some cool water overnight, but
it's all day, so it's good.
yeah. Yeah, no, we got that bad boy thawed because I had a bit of a panic attack yesterday morning. I was like, these things are still really frozen. So I threw them in for a cold rinse thaw for a bit, and they popped right up, ready to go. Best to bake it at room temperature. Son of a bitch, I didn't know that.
What?
Why wouldn't I know? I cook everything else at room. It's a meat punk. Get this bad boy.
Cooking it. What do you mean, like having to? Yes, setting it out.
Look at that.
Yeah, Lois puts me in the corner all the time.
Trying to sync up the Satan.
It is a gorgeous ham. I look at that thing. Can't even. So the ham may be beautiful, but there's something that's a little more gorgeous hiding behind the sign. It has been a very Merry Christmas indeed.
At least I can't say that my last Christmas.
Got some very basic
Gotta grab your ass again, Leo.
here it comes. The coffee's starting to kick in.
Oh, that temperature
Yeah.
sugar high. Minute after pouring a cream.
L Hodges. L Hodges says, in response to the knives being brought on the camp, because I have them hidden behind the sign. Um,
Oh yeah,
she says, LOL, awesome.
that's right. We forgot the flex on the knife. I'll keep them.
And she said, you have a few more things coming, which is.
I look
I don't
forward
even,
to opening up everything.
I was gonna say we're excited for it. I just I actually can't say thank you enough, so it's exciting. So L Hodges, I've got a question for you. I was planning on slapping that ham in right around let's see, right at 11. You think it'll be room temp enough by 11? Or should I put it off like another little bit? Let it come up to temp a little bit better. Oh, Christ. A lot.
Shit. Is it an app? No, no. It's a formula. Penny minutes per pound or something like that. Yeah, yeah. If we remember that step ahead of time, that would have set that out like an hour and a half ago. Oh, yeah.
You know, the only measurement that I see on this damn thing is 5.6 liters, which makes absolutely no sense.
My liquid volume? Oh, wow.
It feels.
Wow. Dude. I got the perfect mix
I mean, it wouldn't be perfect. It'd get us a rough idea because I don't know how much my loafers weigh. So I'm not wearing athletic shoes today. I've actually got real shoes on. So.
Wait.
Let me see. Let me see.
You think about holding that and weighing because you're 210 and
Yeah.
oh, this is some ghetto workarounds right here. My talking scale. Yeah.
The verdict
Actually, no.
the verdict is it is a 21-pound ham.
Yep, I was guessing 15 to 20 pounds. Like it just was harder to judge when it was frozen because it wasn't moving or something. But yeah, no, that right here. Yeah.
L Hodges said 14 pounds. Now you were off by 7 pounds.
Nope. I know what two 10-pound dumbbells feels like held together because I got two at home. Yep, that's. Yeah. I know I got weak, but I didn't get that weak. This is definitely. Yep,
That's a 21-pound ham.
21 pound. I mean, well, what we gotta count.
We're gonna
some of the weight for being your loafers, but just
should be about 2. So and I'm planning on an hour and a half. So all I would have to do is move it.
you could wrap it in a fucking bag or something, just plop it on there, and it's all.
21-pound ham.
I'm so glad that my talking scale got to have a use during the show. Man,
That's actually kind of wild. I can't even clutch.
yep.
All right.
No, you should die of thirst.
No hydration. Moderators don't deserve water.
I'm gonna ban water. I'm gonna make it illegal.
What are we in California?
Gavin Newsom.
You should be fine at 1.5 hours. Cool. So you know what? Just by chance,
It's not
you
too
bringing
cold.
that up when you did, literally in the nick of time. Thank you. You
Thanks
got a habit
so
of.
much.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a habit of doing that. Would love to stay, but I have a car drive this morning to go to my sister's for Christmas. Well, El Hodges, most importantly, drive safe and enjoy your Christmas. I hope it's a blessed day with your family. Absolutely.
Feel free to pop in throughout. We'll be doing this until everything's done cooking.
Yeah, so today is going to be like an 8 hour, maybe even a 9 hour stream. Probably closer to 8 based off the food. We're shooting the plate for right around 1600, 4 p.m. So we'll hopefully catch you later. And again, drive safe. Merry Christmas.
Dude, you gotta taste this. You got like pretty much the right mixture.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, a tiny bit like.
Yeah. It's just that Folgers is, you know, it's just kind of too low quality, dude. Because like I've done that, like just literally, I think because like when I told you about using the corkscrew to puncture the seal like 2 or 3 times, just those 2 or 3 little jets of cream come out, and it's easier to gauge. Like, okay, one Mississippi, let go, and be like, stir it in, taste it, go, a little more.
Um, El Hodges says absolutely thank you. There you go. And I'll drop in later. And then politely requests make me some Tupperware. Oh, you're gonna get more than some Tupperware. You're gonna get some Tupperware. I'll probably be sending 8 of those bastards home.
Oh, is this important for the orientation you have it?
Nope. No.
All right.
You're good, yeah.
All right, yeah, that's right. It's auto frame, but I had to double check.
Yeah, you're okay.
It's that
today-
blind man anxiety.
You know, you're fine. Today the frame cuts off actually. Right. It's a little bit sharper. Damn, I'm good. Oh, chat, did you see that? I've got a 3-second delay, so I had to wait. Yeah, I can see it. So right here at Trace my arm. This is where so like right
Oh,
here
yeah.
is the bottom of the frame and it goes out this way.
I'll see. I had to do the end.
It's a slightly different angle because we're gonna be having some bigger stuff up on the counter today with the meats.
All right,
So-
all right.
All right. We're almighty. We better kick it in gear. I got some carrots and onions and potatoes to chop.
Yes, so we have our new serial killer knives to use. So
I gotta get that turkey in too. Ah. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? I'm start with the veg prep. Skip.
veg prep, because like those aren't like it's not like they're gonna go bad or anything. Get that out of the way first, because like, remember you only have like one cutting board, and I couldn't afford to bring the one I have at home because that's the only one we have. Well, we have a smaller plastic one, but I was gonna leave Texas spot. I'm gonna leave her with using that one. That bamboo one it's blind friendly.
Yeah. No.
How big it is. You see how when I'm cutting and the board just keeps moving. It's like it needs paperweights or something to hold it down. Like if you had, if we were like an industrial set with like metal counters, that's probably what they should have is like magnetic cutting boards with a little tab on the corner you could peel it up with. Yeah. Some bastard probably already made that, trademarked it.
Oh, absolutely.
No, you don't get to get rich off of this one. You have to work for it, you asshole. I will not let you down.
Hold on, gotta juggle chargers and shit. You know how that goes. Make sure everything stays alive.
Yep. You got to keep the portal between us and them open.
Yeah. All right. Borky's going to be used as a bit of a phone holder today, so he actually has a job now. He got a promotion.
It's about damn time that motherfucker got a job.
Yeah, honestly.
He's a fucking loser. You understand me? I'm old school. I don't fuck around. You understand me? There we go. I'm old school. Okay, I gotta put more of the rasp of Beavis into that one. It's a learning curve for me. I'm slowly improving that impression. I would love to meet him one day just to do that impression.
You know what, man? Be like, guess what? Joey Davis. I'm imitating. I part of the accent.
You know, and coming from your regular voice to that, he'd probably be decently surprised too. He'd be like, "How the fuck?"
Well, he's used to like Rogan. Like Segura's not as surprising because his voice has got like a deeper baritone to it, kind of like yours, where it just the low, just got one of those high barrel chests like what you have. But Joe Rogan, you have a very thick frame.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've hugged you enough to tell Leo.
I do have a fairly thick frame. You hear that? He's calling me thick.
You'd have one of the perfect frames for goalball. Like if you, dude, it would be perfect. You just lay out and the ball hits you and it would just boom and it would stop. Yeah, definitely best to do our bench prep first.
Chad, if you're wondering what I'm up to, I'm just trying to get I'm cheating a little bit. I didn't write down all of the steps today, so I'm gonna have Grok help me summarize it step by step so I don't forget what in the world I'm saying as I'm going through, because sometimes I just blank out and I don't talk.
And I have to keep asking you what
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
doing, but it's no problem. I mean, it keeps it's probably the best way for me to pay attention because otherwise I kind of space out myself. And working on that, I can't afford to be spacing out and doing something important. What? I know I put it there. What?
Oh, I steal it for you. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
I just saw it up there and grabbed it.
yeah, yeah. So there we go. This stand is character. I love that. Oh yeah. But these nice forearms are gonna get even nicer having to do a bunch of shit in here.
Bunch of chopping. Sorry. My flashlight turned on my phone.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't that. I was like, it's something else, but fuck it, go with it.
You know, because like in the future, we're gonna be living like doctors.
Damn it. I need to you have to put it through the nose.
You know, eventually, Chad, Oxon and we're trying to figure out how to do an overlay so that I can just put this stuff up there. That way you see the same thing that I look at when I talk you guys through it.
Where's the next
Oh,
Yeah, because they look the same.
fucking Sous Chef Adam over here fiending on Christmas.
I'm just doing
He's
it
jumping
instead of.
for the nicotine. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yep, yep.
Oh, I keep stealing it from your setup. I'm sorry, Adam.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna put both of them over here. That's just the designated vape stand.
Kicking.
Mic stand, vape stand.
You put your marching powder on there.
Gotta get the Peruvian marching powder. Okay. So, I start chopping some carrots. And then,
So
do you wanna, how do you feel about trying to find the spices? Or would you rather them just laid out?
it's
Because it is kind of like a big part of the cooking
yes. No.
process.
Okay, so But well, at least what mom does is whatever it is that she's going to be using, you have to get it all ready because like uh, once you're in the flow of cooking, especially like for us, since we can't just eyes on everything,
Yeah.
we puts us in a panic. And
Okay, so
we have to lay out. I should have thought about this. Yeah, we have to lay out whatever we're using
okay,
ahead of time
okay.
instead of like because like that shaves off cooking time as well. Because like think about the times that you're like, where is this? Where is it? And you're looking through it, and it might take you only 30 seconds to a minute or not even,
But you do that 10 times.
yes, and that's you do that 30 seconds 10 times. That's 5 minutes.
Yep.
So, and that is important.
Okay. So TLDR, he wants me to lay out the spices.
It was so long before finally somebody had written with those initials out, and they're like,
Oh, dude,
too
I didn't-
long, didn't read.
I didn't-
I hate all these abbreviations, as you
Dude.
know.
Oksana and I, we had no clue until like a month ago what TLDR did.
Oh, I know longer than you then at least.
Oh yeah. No, I was completely ignorant. I was like, what the hell is all of this? Like, oh, sorry. You know, I've just gotta.
Or sometimes they'll say TL doctor because the
Oh,
because
the.
the braille contraction. TL doctor.
That's not just a braille contraction. That's
Yeah,
it's just overall.
I hate when the phone will say like, whatever the street name doctor instead of drive because they have the same abbreviation for drive, and it's so then other times like my old whatever administrator he was at Davis High School, the contact my phone was drive. It said Drive Thompson.
Okay, while I'm pulling spices, you want to prep this garlic? I need 4 cloves.
Awesome. Do
And then I've got a.
where's
You're chopping them there too.
yep, because you have to.
Hold on. I need a fucking flame roasted in chat. Where'd my cheat sheet go?
Wow.
We're using the 7-inch Santu knife to prep the garlic.
Oh shit. Hey, okay, I guess you don't have a disposal. Fuck.
Look, I'm just scrapple, brother.
Oh, I used to. Can we do it at home? Peels go.
Yeah, no, just throw the peels in the scrap bucket. We'll deal with them later.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
6 tablespoons of salted butter. I don't know about you guys. There's some things in life you just don't short out on.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to butter, say it with me, Adam.
Carry gold.
Kerrygold. I love how I said say it with me and I didn't say shit.
Well, because like I was ready to plug that shit, man. Like I love that butter. That's what mom told me for years. Like, because that one has the better taste and like it's slightly saltier than like the American stuff, but uh, it doesn't have the oiliness like what we have here. So they must be cutting what we have here oil because it melts too fast. Butter used to take longer to melt. You can say taking a stick out of the fridge and putting it. You have to wait for like a good 45 minutes to an hour for that to be soft enough to put in the mixer and use. But more recently, the last several years, it's gotten way worse. So I'm willing to pay the $18 or $16 or whatever Costco's gonna bend me over because $12 for 2? No. Oh. Hearing that price hurt my soul.
Yeah, things are getting a little outlandish lately, if you ask me.
Oh, I ended up getting 5.
That's all right. I like garlic. There's no such thing as too much garlic.
Yeah, I'm one of those like I chop garlic like my mom likes to eat. She could eat onions raw. I'm amazed by that.
Where? Hello? Oh, there it is. My goodness. I had to go around the freaking. These bad boys. Once you get them down, we'll mince on them if you don't mind.
you're gonna be one of those type of peel. Okay, you little bastard.
I love it when recipes actually call for sage. It is a grossly underused spice. You know, sage is quite good for your gut, from what I've been told.
Damn it. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't usually suck at this. I popped it with the blade. Come on.
That's right, motherfucker. You're gonna peel.
Mind my reaching the cupboard real quick?
And just duck down.
Yeah.
Don't get low.
All right, we're good. Okay. All right. Shipmaster has struck again. The coffee's working through.
Oh, and with our suits on, yeah, you gotta do the whole tuck again.
Yeah. Okay. I will be right back. I'm going to rush.
I'm doing this solo for a few minutes.
Yeah.
He just needs to take care of a little, what you like to call a rectal exorcism.
Oksana, if you don't mind calling Chad out verbally for sushi.
You stupid piece of garlic. It's cool. Oh, I think we're good. Oh, concentrating, because these pieces of garlic, I have the thinner peels that are harder to peel. Haven't, try to, pop the skin a little bit with the knife, loosen the peel. When I learned that trick, that fucking made this process go by a lot faster. Yeah, without stimulation, I don't have words. You need to be stimulated. Oh man. Hope later he'll rewind and watch the first part. Ooh, this one came off in one go. Yes. Oh, it's just a little rusty. Okay. Hmm. Well, couldn't it just be like how everyone else seems to do it on there, where they like put the recipe in the description, for later? Because I mean, as we're going along, we're saying, because pretty much everyone I watch, link is in description, link is in description. Those description boxes aren't really accessible for us on the phone. And you want to be. Yeah. We're probably gonna have to take probably like a day to sit down and like really organize all that type of shit. Oh, and Shipmaster has now completed his work. Good job, me. I heard the shitter flush. Sensitive hearing, man. Clothes of garlic. Personally, I would keep peeling because I'm having fun. uh, yes. Proper handle, better control. Leo Meat Mitts can use this a lot easier, I bet. Sexy knife. Or maybe I'm not Shipmaster. I don't know. Yeah, that is ASMR. Okay, yours is. Huh?
You didn't mention.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fine.
Okay. All right, I got you. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it is beautiful. It just. Fuck. All right. So, yeah, this I'm doing a controlled chop. None of that fancy. Nope. I am happy to never cut at that face. And yes, I know this looks absolutely wrong. This is how blind men gotta cut. But I just have to be more careful. And man, I fucking hate this cutting board. Stop moving. Damn it. I just hate this cutting board moving. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Then bring an extra hand towel. So
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Fold it like this. Uh, shit. I've already. Yeah, I'll need you to place it on there for me. I don't.
I got you. Slip the towel. Slip the towel under. You're good.
There we are.
Oh,
Okay. Especially like since this is sharper, I really can't afford for this to be moving around on me like that because I have to do the shit that most people do not have to do with cutting.
yeah.
But But this is a lot easier to get like those narrow slices that I can't get with the knives at home. Not that I can't do it, but that the blades have just gone so dull. Okay, come on. Save time, idiot. Move. Hmm. Where are you, idiot? I was having to improv a little bit while you were in the can.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I reach into that drawer, sir, when you go back. See, look, the old shitty knife still has its uses. I can use it to cut shit those knives won't ever touch.
like
Like plastic. Cardboard.
oh yeah. Dude, we got to get some kitchen scissors for in here
Yeah.
because that's honestly kind of dangerous when you're sawing back. Like think about like you're focusing, but say one of us speaks a little bit too loud or whatever, it jerks your attention. It can happen to any of us, and then you slip and cut your finger. And remember what you said about cutting with a dull, getting cut with a dull is worse than a sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah shit, skin.
Sorry,
I
you
didn't.
missed some skin.
Yeah, that happens a lot when the peels are too thin. Like I knew I had missed some, but that one did not crack right. The skin did not pop right when I used the blade to push down on it to loosen it. Yeah, that's what I was explaining to everyone while you were in there. Made that process of peeling go by a lot faster. I think this one still has peel on it too. Yep,
Let's see.
it's that glossy texture. I have no freaking idea.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
This
Good eye.
magic fingers. I don't know. I don't tell you. Yeah, you're not speed chopping with anything lower quality than this without fucking up. Unless you really know what you're like, and at that point, that's like mastery. But
Yeah, that's someone who's been in the kitchen for 20 years. You know,
yeah,
the equivalent of my lifetime.
like mom was always amazed. She would tell me about this one dude that would cook, food on I forgot what public channel she said, PBS something like that. Some dude told me he would say to me, "If Yan can cook, you can cook too." And she said that she was always amazed by how it was every time he would chop. I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Is it necessary to learn that, or is that just
I think that's a little bit of showmanship to show that you are a master in your field.
okay? And that's something you know a lot about. Not like chef, but I mean like as far as you know, corporate flexing, stuff like that,
Yeah,
So like, I definitely get why they do it. I mean, if I had the skill, I would do it too.
it's the same logic when we would go, like when we would pick up certain executives for events and stuff. Sometimes if we had the fleet for it, we'd send two extra cars just for the sake of having more to look at, right? Like,
Yeah.
so and that's just a little
That
bit
was
of
your high heels.
essentially, yeah, that's that we called it, flexing, or I've heard people call it like peacocking, or whatever.
Either term fits.
Yeah.
It's just like when we start flexing our forearms or whatever.
Yeah. So I suffer from what a lot of amateur cooks suffer from with turkey, and that is absolute anxiety of destroying it. So pretty much everything else I cook, I do by feel. Turkey, I treat it like I'm baking. It's just paranoia. I don't want to mess it up.
I really wish Mom was commenting in on this live because she could definitely give you some tips or whatever. She's made turkey so many years.
I don't know that I've ever. I had one turkey get dry on me. It's just for me that paranoia kind of keeps me accountable and keeps me from messing it up. I don't think I'll ever let myself get comfortable with turkey.
Well, the one way to keep it, the best way to keep it from going dry, of course, is the brine.
Yep, yep. We're gonna dunk that, and it's gonna
All right, this is Oh, okay, that's right. You did peel this. Okay, good.
Yes, I did.
Gotta do my little. See, what I really like about cutting with this knife is that I'm just automatically being way more mindful than I am. But it's also cutting through so easy.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Now to immediately go back on what I just said, the brine's the only thing I don't measure with turkey because it's brine.
Yep.
You just eyeball the salt,
Remember the brown shirt?
and then just picked up on something from sous chef Adam over here. You do so it's pretty much like sweet and savory, right? Throw in a little bit of brown sugar into your brine. Did it the other night with some pork loin, and boy, let me tell you, the way the sugars and the acids break down in that meat, and we didn't even do that pork loin all that long.
It kept it from going dry.
Yeah.
Usually, if you cook something like that, pork like that in the oven for only 50 minutes, you're dealing with like a tough and like, oh, sorry. You're kind of dealing with a bit of a mess there.
Just a touch of brown sugar. Yeah, it's
A few tablespoons doesn't because like I remember putting like it's like just that small quarter cup 4 tablespoons in there
yeah.
and balance because like it would be a lot of salt and then of course like we made it fancy by putting other crap in there like garlic powder.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna waste ingredients.
Yeah, because none of that's gonna come through. It's so diluted at that point.
Honestly, I think it does have an effect somewhat.
I mean,
Like,
you would a little bit if you were putting like whole onion. You did whole onion. I think it'd probably be quite beneficial. But anything short of that.
Okay, but
It's just not going to be enough of the.
Okay, well, I can tell you the one thing that they put in there that does come is the Sazonador.
Yeah.
That does, because it's peppery
Yeah.
and it's got sodium in it as well and everything. So you put that in that brine and it took I don't know, chicken in the American food supply that I've eaten over the last several years grosses me out. And
Yeah.
that's one way to try to take some of that nasty flavor from the skin. Like I don't even like skin no more. I was like I used to, and sometimes when I get it to come out right, I still like the skin, but it's just not like when I was younger.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, so let's use that to cut the garlic. Is that good to leave whatever else we gotta cut or
No, so make sure you rinse it.
yeah, I relax there.
Garlic is extremely.
Confident, huh? That's right. Later won't let me fucking have him. So I'm gonna snap.
It's coming hot. Put it on the garlic.
Wait, shit. Damn it. Brain, as soon as I was lowering, as I was putting it down slowly, then I fucking had the thought. I was like, nope, 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 wait.
Hold on, you were putting it down slowly.
I
It was something unholy.
know, love that song.
You get the same type of pitch on mine, so I don't have to make as much. So that'd be nice.
I understand the sentiment.
It's gonna take me to get used to.
Don't feel bad. I understand because I also need to get used to it. The fancy knives are a new experience. Gotta baby them. Take good care of them so they last you a lifetime.
Something was a keen thing you put me on to. Yeah, I get something good like that. I feel pass it down.
Yeah, we don't really do that. You know,
Shit.
my
Damn
grandfather.
it. This is not blind friendly. Okay, in order to
What do you got?
I was just automatically grabbed like here just to
Mhm.
make sure that I'm not gonna poke you with it or anything. It's a return to kind of grab the sheath to slide it into, and I gotta rinse it off again.
I think you're stressing it a little.
There we go. What?
Oh, for the cutting board. It didn't come through the chat, but hack for the cutting board, I guess if you dampen the towel, it will.
Okay. There.
Delicate, but I don't think that.
No, me making
Oh.
sure I don't. Yeah.
Also, here,
No, I
you
don't.
don't even have to pull your towel. You don't even have to pull it off of your apron. Because when you're done wiping, you just hold the bottom of the towel. And you wipe each side of the blade on it. That part I'm familiar.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Oh,
doesn't
you did
have-
make that clear though.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, you know, it's.
Hey, no, that's the
Just-
thing. I've determined, like, whenever I make a mistake where, it wasn't pointed out to me originally, and it wasn't just an issue of me not paying attention.
No, it's not a skill issue. It's not. It's a communication issue. Yeah. So essentially, all I'm doing here, I've got the sheet on it, so don't cut the fuck out of it. I'm just swoop, and then you flip it over, and wipe the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, they just say to dry them off. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
First, you'd like
Again-
flip it over like this and do that. Like, okay. You were like, just basically jerk it off.
You gotta stroke it, make it very happy. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm doing 20 twists.
Pepper.
Yep. Got some freshly ground black pepper.
Well, it came down to the suggestion I gave you about the sugar. Then you like went did some research on what that does. Because like
Yep.
I was just thinking of like, because like, mom's just always done that. The brown sugar along with the kosher salt for the brine to balance that out. So like the way that she learned it, it wasn't like about what it did. Like I think she figured out on her own that it did something different texture wise, but taste as well. It kind of seems to take some of the raw flavor of of the meat and like blunt it a little bit or make it better. It's hard to explain. But then last Thanksgiving, last year, I was like, well, if you use the brown sugar in the brine, why not use it in the seasoning mix that's gonna get rubbed all over the bird? And she's like, fuck it, why not? Let's try it.
Yeah.
Did it, and along with the turning it up to 450 for the first 10-15 minutes to get that really hot, get that sear going, or whatever in the oven,
Mhm.
putting it down, letting it finish on the next couple hours, time to wait all day for the turkey.
yeah, it rounded out the seasonings quite well.
All right, all right. I won't do it this year, but next year,
Yeah.
or like another tester turkey.
No, yeah, no, this
Yeah,
is
this
just something
is-
for the future.
Yeah, getting into the theory of it because that does sound delicious because you'd have like it almost crisp up like mm,
Not-
yeah.
It's not like this. Well, turkey skin, it doesn't crisp up, but like it does make it initially like once it's left over for the most part. Like there are parts of skin that are edible and there are parts that are not. But fresh, all that skin, pretty much, unless you get like way too much fat in one bite, is quite edible. But if the meat underneath it, the flavor reaches throughout for the most part.
Mm. Did you inject it or no? You just on top
No, yeah,
on
no,
top
no
of the
injecting.
basting.
Yeah, we didn't have a baster at the time.
Gotcha.
I literally bought our turkey baster the next day, November 29th.
Okay. So for those of you following along in the chat, we're just hanging out with us. So far, we've done a tablespoon of thyme. We're doing just under a tablespoon of rosemary. The recipe calls for a full tablespoon, but I think rosemary is a little overpowering, especially when only paired with thyme and sage, salt, pepper.
Yeah, it's gonna overpower. Yeah, the sage is a much lighter flavor. The rosemary flavor is great when you're using it with like the salt and the oil, whatever, like potatoes.
Now, I'm sure you guys have noticed a lot of this stuff I'm just measuring in my hands, the palm of my hand. You can also, if you know the shake, so for me, this right here, about the size of a 50-cent piece, is a tablespoon. And so best way to figure that out on your own is just get an actual tablespoon, throw it in
You
your
have
hand.
good hands.
I got meat mitts.
Yeah, so the tablespoon. Yeah, basically for me it would be fill the entire palm. But then of course like with mom's case, she just like she got that done so good that she could shake the shit directly. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is after a while, with how it progressed for me is I got used to the palm measurements, and once that got consistent enough, I started counting how many shakes into the palm it took. And usually I can just shake it into whatever I'm cooking. Okay. Turkey takes a lot of seasoning. We're going in with a very generous portion of kosher salt. Recipe calls for 6 tablespoons, which is a little much for me. I'm going for 4 pinches, which will work out to be
Okay, yeah.
about
for the
4.5.
breast.
Yep.
There's only a breast, so yeah, I can see what you're saying. That's too much.
Yep. So for me, I'm doing about 4.5 tablespoons of salt. Okay. Recipe called for 4 minced cloves of garlic. We've got some roughly minced here. You can mince it as fine or as rough as you want. The main purpose of mincing is getting more sides of the cut garlic exposed to whatever you're cooking.
I could have got that smaller if they're started earlier.
Yeah. So, take your spices, give them a good little swirl. This is indeed a rub. We want them to be nice and tasty together. It's in lovely harmony. Now, if you want to be super, super fancy, most recipes don't include this spice mixture because not a lot of people hold on to it. But if you're like me and you get a spice kit and it just so happens to come with some herbs of Providence, herbs of Providence is some of the best spice mix you can throw on just about any poultry.
I mean, it smells pretty much exactly like tomato soup with fennel in it, which reminded me of a lot of my happy memories as a kid. Like tomato soup with the penaise in it, fennel in it, pepperoni. So you probably use that as a pretty good good spice base for tomato soup.
Mm-hmm. You can use it a lot.
Because I do not want store-bought tomato soup like.
Yeah. To put the concept of herbs of Providence into layman's terms, you've heard of Italian seasoning. Well, now you've heard of French seasoning.
Oh, Nathaniel's calling.
If you want to step, you can go.
Yeah. I let him know we're live.
Yeah. Now, I know some people really, really love to just bury their turkey in flavor. I like how turkey tastes. I don't know. You do you. You can do double the seasonings I want. I mean, everyone's got their own palate, right? But for me, I love it when that turkey shines through. It's just a nice, homey feeling. Brings me back to when I was younger. And naturally, we're going to be rubbing down turkey breast with almost an entire stick of butter. We're only going to be leaving 2 ounces of this left, which I'll use to sweat something down later. You guys haven't switched over to disposable holiday cooking pans? Just do yourself the favor. Aluminum is one of the most abundant elements on this planet. We really shouldn't have to worry about it that much. It's also extremely recyclable. Just make sure you put it in the recycle bin, and you won't have to feel guilty later. You know what I've always found humorous, though, is they put the stickers where you would put the food, not on the part that's never going to be cooking the food. You know, just a small complaint. If anyone ever finds this that works for the pan companies, hot glue and turkey is just not cool, man. I don't care if it's food grade glue or not. Now, I'm going to run this over to the sink. I'm going to slowly scrub every little bit of this hot glue out. Make sure that there's no residue left. But I guess that's what I get for using disposable pans, isn't it? Guess there's always a trade-off. All right. Now that we've peeled through the malarkey, I'm going to bring you guys over with me so I don't lose you while I'm chatting over here by the sink. I guess the only peace of mind you can have with this is they tell you it's food grade, which means it's biologically safe to consume. Call it paranoia, but I'll take my turkey with as little plastic as possible.
Requested to pop on camera briefly so they can see my team and restaurants. See, I can clean up. Okay, back to my modding duties.
Very key and important step. Make sure not only just your turkey, but your pan is as dry as you can get it, inside and out. It feels wasteful, but for the crisp on the skin that you get, it feels it's that wasteful mentality to see you no longer worry about it. You're like, oh my gosh, the turkey is crispy. Now, ideally, You let your turkey brine as long as you can, barely getting in it. But we're more just letting the water help get the seasoning back into the meat, which is okay. We didn't really let anything happen chemically though. It's too short of a brine. If you can help it, if you get your turkey thawed out fast enough, that's the key point. Brine it overnight. Massive help. I've heard of people also thawing their turkeys out in their brine. I don't see any problem with that. I personally, I've never done it, but it sounds cool. For those of you wondering, sous chef, you know, you gotta have the holiday family calls. We'll be stepping off. I imagine he'll get a couple more. As for me, just about anyone who'd bother calling me is gonna be here today, so I don't have to worry about it. They also know I'm gonna be busy, so they know to leave me alone. Okay. Me personally, to help with that wasteful feeling with the paper towels, I make sure that whole towel is saturated as much. If it's not, I'll go until it stops picking up turkey juices. It's the small things that you do to tell yourself it's going to be okay. As you're moving it around, you're going to get some juices that kind of pop out in the pan. Hit those real quick. Otherwise, they're going to get your skin all wet again. I was not playing when I said this step is important. You gotta make sure the top of that bird is dry. So, just one more little pat to show the love we care about it too. And we give the real show here. This is gonna be what everyone sees. We eat with our eyes here and there. So, get that all good looking. Now, there are multiple ways to do this very next step. We're going to start working with our butter. My mom taught me my first year trying to do Thanksgiving dinner on my own. She said, put the butter under the skin. You know, some people put the butter on top of the skin. I don't think it really matters so long as you get the butter on there somewhere. I mean, you're using so much of it, you could almost be frying the top of the turkey. And then add the fact that you baste the juices and the oil that's rendering off back on top throughout. It doesn't really matter where you put the stuff. Just get the butter on. Personally, I like putting it on top of the skin. Just it helps the seasoning stick a little bit better. But if you are going to commit and go the old school way and put the butter under the skin, all you have to do is there's always this flap. Okay, a lot of times with a full turkey, this is going to be where you lay your gizzards out of this cavity here. Right? We're just working the breast, so we don't have to worry about that. So you're going to take your hand and you go up, and you will literally push up under the skin and swipe your hand down along. The trick is try not to go all the way around. You want some of that skin down here on the bottom to hold on. That way the butter can form a pocket, and it'll kind of slowly seep through that skin as it cooks. Keeps it on the meat longer. If you're going like me, just rub the butter all over the top. We're going to go that route because it's easier. Get your Kerrygold or whatever butter you're using. But as we've established earlier, in this kitchen, it's Kerrygold or nothing. It's just a cleaner, richer butter. It's worth the splurge every time. If you guys have ever heard the saying, every day of the week, twice on Sunday, that's Kerrygold. And I'm too small for him to pay me anything to say it like that, so you know it's true. Billy ain't got any subscribers. It's just good butter. I rave about it. We're not going to talk about just how unorganized the utility drawer is. Yeah. Since we're using so much of it, just take what you're saving, put it off to the side. Okay. And just grabbing the whole stick, get anything that melted. Go ahead and give yourself a head start. What's the point of letting it go to waste on the paper? Okay. And then for me personally, I just break chunks off. It doesn't have to be pretty because it's going to melt away anyway. What's up, big guy?
Very sorry for that.
Nah, you're fine. It's Christmas. Phone calls are going to come in, bro.
Well, it's also very important that, doing.
Oh, yeah. My butter's still a little cold if you guys are wondering why it's taking me a little bit extra. It's going to be a bit of a theme today. Turkey took a little bit longer to thaw through than we thought, so it didn't get brined as long. Started about a half hour late.
It's like we're gonna be
Everything okay? Yes. It is piss poor timing. I mean, just for the, right at the holidays, it seems to be the case, right? Right.
Yeah. As he explained, he's been like acceptance, years.
Yeah.
He's not naive.
Yeah, no. So right now, we're just rubbing the turkey breast down with some butter. Okay.
That sounds nice and juicy.
What
did I miss?
So you didn't really miss anything other than a whole bunch of babbling while I was drying the turkey breast off. I was explaining my mom when she first taught me how to do turkey breast, she taught me to put the butter underneath the skin. So I quickly touched on, if you're going to do that, there's that flap up in front here. You got to pop under and you work your hand down. But make sure, like I said, don't break that bottom line there.
It's in the chat right now saying how she does it because I never pay attention to it. But she does get under the skin. Yeah. Get under the skin or else all that works.
Yeah. Well, I was just explaining there's a few scientific reasons why that's not true. So a lot of people think that you have to put it under the skin. I have discovered it just does not matter. Okay. Think about it. Think about it. The skin is porous already. Okay. So the butter's going to seep out. And because the butter seeps out from underneath the skin, we go back and we baste the turkey with the butter and the fat renderings.
Yes.
Okay. So essentially what you're doing is a very primitive method of waterfall frying.
Yep. It's like you're recycling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it was thought like, well, how would it not go to the skin? But well, the turkeys have been tasting better. So, techniques have been introduced. When I was a kid, she had a turkey roaster, so it'd be in there most of the day. But the upgraded method of doing it quicker in the oven,
I am having fun stuffing the turkey. It's the best part of the turkey dinner. Okay. Right now, I'm just pressing the turkey full of the rest of the butter. So we use 6 tablespoons of butter on this bird. Okay. About 2 of those tablespoons are what got smeared onto the top of the skin here. And like I said, I'm of the opinion it doesn't really matter where you put your damn butter.
It's
It's gonna go melt down to the bottom of the pan anyway. So why waste the time? What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, so I knew something was bothering me about my memory. So like for the Thanksgiving turkey, whatever, not like she will mix, she will get that butter like soft, and then she will mix up whatever seasoning mix she puts together, mixing it all up into like putting it all in a bowl and mixing that directly into the butter and having like just a paste, put all over that butter to get in, skin on the skin.
Yeah. Same concept, just slightly different execution.
Yeah. Not sure which method is faster or not. Methods are good as long as they work.
Yeah, it's
We don't need to be like those pretentious fucks on the Food Network on this channel. And I watch plenty of food porn. Man, mom would have that on every Saturday. We were living good.
Back in the day, before eggs cost $12 for a 12-pack.
Back in the day when I was 13. It's so dumb to say that.
We've watched inflation climb. So back in the day, you could buy a candy bar. You didn't have to look at your bank account. You just could buy the candy bar.
I literally fucking saw it. Embrace. How do I do this? I literally fucking my later teens into adulthood. I saw the dot up. Rules found by 3, 4 fold. And inflation blew up. And it's been a motherfucker to live through.
There we go. That's what we're trying to get, is to get the RAS to be stable.
Now, one of the few things that does matter with the prep and the, once you're staging your turkey, aromatics go inside. Okay? They're called aromatics for a reason. When they get hot, they release a lot of those fragrance and that, the oils into the air.
The thyme, the rosemary, is that it? The herbs?
So, well, and then you got to get your juice holders, right? So once you get your aromatics rubbed really good into that cavity, so all your spices and herbs, and then you stuff it full of garlic and onion. That will help keep a lot of that moisture, keep permeating throughout the bird while it bakes.
Okay. Yep, my brain really farted there. Yep, the onions and the garlic. Yep, in the bird. On point. Seriously, Mom, if you're watching, I'm not trying to make you sound like a dummy. What you doing?
So, Adam has been so kind to already chop and mince down the garlic.
Man, I got to play with a deadly weapon. It was great.
It cuts through bone like butter.
Yeah, it cut through that like butter. Smoother than butter.
I'm gonna chop the onion real quick for us.
But I am glad I got trained first on your character building knife with the shitty hand grip.
Yeah.
But I
See?
bet these are easier for your meat mitts to use. Way easier.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you actually have that pebbled, texture on both sides to just naturally like your skin, as it folds around it. You don't have to death grip it. You don't have to choke the chicken. So that
You don't have to grip the blade like you're gonna fall if you don't.
Yeah, and I've been doing the death grip cut. Well, not the death grip cut, is because like I'm used to working with a knife, with a bigger handle.
Yeah.
Because like my hands aren't meat mitts, but
Yeah, but
Still decent size. Like the knife that we left at my brother's apartment when we got our apartment here. That handle, plastic on the outside, but it was that thick handle, and it was a good blade too. The thick handles are king. That's right. Thick is king. But not too thick, but beautifully thick. Mesmerizingly thick. I have been trying to come up with more good words to use in a Trump voice because very beautiful is very old, very tired, and I get tired of not having anything else to say in this voice.
they had the cans of soup.
Cans of soup.
A can of soup, it's much more dangerous than a brick. Because you can actually throw it with their weak arms. The sound bites that comes out of this guy alone. It's amazing.
A PVC pipe or something, probably something even stronger than that. That has like the right width where it'd be wide enough for the can to fit in there, but not too wide where there's too much airflow around it. And then you could attach a fucking air compressor to it with tanks, and just there you go. There's a cannon.
Kashunk. Dude, that'd be like potato cannon on crack.
Dude, end of the world shit. That would oh man, if you could like instead like repurpose, because you wouldn't want to like use food as weapons, especially in a time like that. So if you only had a device, if you could like make those cans on your own and instead fill them with like
Yeah, fill them with rocks.
yeah, great.
You just fill them with dirt. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just
in
something,
general.
just something that has weight to it behind the can, and then I hope we get to make potato cannons one day and do this. Shoot a can of food in a tree.
Shaboom!
Yes, us men and our toys. We love our toys.
You guys can't tell, we're still getting used to having fancy knives. This is day one, fancy knife.
Love how it cuts though, so I'm willing to learn how to handle it, deal with it. I'm
Yes.
just someone who loves to feel things, and they have a beautiful feel to them.
Okay. You've got a pile of onion and garlic and one slab of butter. Ignore the butter, but if you can, transfer the onion and garlic into the bird. And then you're going to recenter that bird in the pan there a little bit. It's not worth doing it right now because you're going to be moving it around. But, and then we're going to stuff that bird on in. Oh, Lanta, we don't have aluminum foil.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, hell, we'll make do without. What'd they do without aluminum foil back in the day? Tell me that we just now started cooking turkeys with aluminum foil. That doesn't sound likely. You're putting it in the cavity.
Damn it! I didn't hear that part. I don't know why.
It's okay. Yeah, just put it inside the cavity and you'll be good. Remember, I was talking about that's where you want to put your aromatics in. That way it helps retain the moisture as it cooks through because onions and garlic hold a lot of moisture. So actually, I'm going to take a few carrots and dice them too. We'll put those around the pan, soak up the juices. Spawn a Stan in the chat. All right.
Learning curve.
You got it, bro. It's a big hole.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, hot dog down a hallway. Oh, I can run it real quick. It's
Show it off, man.
modding is quite important. Yeah, I got it. All right, Adam.
Yeah, just make sure I get
I'm gonna
most of this. Oh,
I'm gonna run some breakfast out feed
Yeah.
our people.
Mm-hmm.
As far as you guys, good old sous chef Adam, he'll keep
Yep.
you busy.
I'm gonna be going solo and acting like a little bit of an idiot for a minute, just to amuse all of us. I could live to be 80 and I will still laugh at that show. I gotta do it.
I could live to I could live to be 80. I'd still watch that show.
Excuse me, sir. I figured the oven's on, might as well rewarm them a little bit. Yeah, might as well. So I'm not running away.
They might want them to be a little.
It's always nice. I mean, it is Christmas. Also, to anyone who's watching with us, Merry Christmas. I can't tell from my end how many people are watching, so Merry Christmas if anyone's with us.
Yeah, I forgot. I deliberately didn't ask about anyone on the YouTube side. Wanted it to be a bit of a surprise.
We got 5 people hanging out with us. That is awesome. What's up, guys?
On the tube or the Twitch?
I think that might be collectively.
Okay. Still think.
Oh, no, that's all Twitch. What's up, guys?
Oh, the bad audio.
Yeah. For y'all on Twitch, we're really sorry. We're saving up for new mics. We're $120 away. So we'll get there. It's just gonna, give it a few weeks. We'll figure it out.
Cons down. Everybody wants to hear stuff like that in stereo.
It would be so trippy if I could be in the same room with him to do the impression. You really fucking had my mind going on a rabbit hole with that one.
Just imagine,
What would it
because
sound
what would it would be different. Like, would it be drastically different? Would it just be like, okay,
Well, it would be kind of
'cause
like when
currently
the
they-
mod almost whispered in my ear. It would have way more bass to it. Like,
yeah, sound carries a lot. But if you've got a good microphone though, which surely they do,
yes,
you know what I
but-
mean? It's gonna
but-
pick up. all of that.
Well, Leo, think about how it doesn't matter, because our recording video technology is incredible, but it is still not like being in person.
Yeah.
I personally hope it never gets to that point, because we're fucked. Like, like we
I
won't
mean,
leave
we
our
are.
houses.
We already are.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we'll probably go out less.
It's gonna be the virtual reality.
That's one thing that panics my mother. I mean, it's
Really?
yes, the idea of just because, like, you gotta think she's already basically lived inside for years with
Yeah, but-
little to no independence. So, like, the idea of everyone doing that, then there would be fewer people like helping people like us. That's just how we think.
Yeah.
Caged thinking isn't logical.
I understand that. One thing that might bring like an interesting thought to the conversation is really wouldn't impact anyone, and you know what I mean? Like, people just kind of switch. Like, hell, even when I was a kid walking around town, there were people everywhere. Malls had people everywhere. Like like anymore though, you walk around, like, we've got all this big infrastructure and all these big buildings that were meant to be filled up, and now they're all empty. They've turned into liminal spaces because they're not being used to the capacity they were designed for.
More room for us.
Yeah. Which, honestly, you're kind of right. More room for the normies that could still go outside.
That actually, like, want to
Pardon
fucking
me?
live. Yeah. Well, no, but before I fucking went down that rabbit hole, what I was saying is,
Sorry.
like, no, it's great. The recording, but like, there is no recording that I've heard that has had the same. They can have more bass, which is artificially boosted by like having a speaker or whatever. Like just imagine when I used to play Uncle Joey's Joint on my boom box.
That deep motherfucking resonance, man, it would like fucking just hit the walls, and it's like fucking very soothing.
Yeah.
But it's not like if I was in person with Joey Diaz, where I'd get like the natural. It's like, think about how you sound on recording. We were just listening into the IEM the other day.
Yeah.
You do not have the same bass in
No, no,
recording that you do in person, even though your voice is a much lower tone than mine.
Yeah. To anyone in chat who just learned how to fold a circular tin, you're welcome. Oh, you got turkey hands.
I
You're
figured
good.
I
You're
would.
good to rinse down.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Recenter real quick. So
Yeah.
yeah. So actually, you've got some hanging out. Ah, fuck it. That's not gonna matter.
Oh, actually, this is what I missed that. I thought that was like bone or something. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. Got you.
Okay. So you're gonna bring the ass of the bird, or the back end. So essentially the top of the breast right now in its orientation.
And something to push. This test would have gone by faster. Like even that.
Doesn't.
Oh, I was just thinking like, oh, that like thing from the Vitamix used to push down. That would be perfect to like expedite this process.
So you want to pack the turkey? I see.
Well, no, well, I wasn't trying to make sure to leave the room for the onion, but yeah, just make sure it's
He
all.
wants to pack the meat real tight, full of flavor. Okay.
Okay, so now
So you're gonna bring this top end right here, bring that back down to the pan. It's pretty much.
Oh, you want me to tilt it
Yes,
straight?
and then kind of center it in that spot. Fuck, maybe
There.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never done just the breast before, guys. I've always done the whole bird.
My God, where did they give me these birds? That's the breast. Oh my God. That's like a whole. That feels like a whole his bird. Okay, that's so then. But I thought we were gonna be stuffing. Oh, the onion goes in the other end here then.
Oh, you already stuffed the onion.
Oh, well, then what this half left here?
That's gonna get used later.
No, I'm scrubbing.
All right. Actually, I might have had you do that for no reason, Adam.
Why?
Because as it turns out, it does sit the way it was sitting. I'm just an idiot. Like I said, I'm used to it having the drumsticks and all of that to rest on. So, chat, I'm gonna assume, along with the mistake of not realizing the orientation of which a breast would bake, you're probably gonna want to season a little bit heavier up here, because you're seasoning as things render and you baste it, it'll drip down. So I'll probably have to throw a little extra seasoning on top just to kind of compensate. But
So yep, that piece of meat that's actually quite big. So yeah, the more salt in the top, so it trickles down, mixes with the butter and the fat that will be rendering above that pan.
that's
Okay, so I'm really trying to rock those gloves to use.
the heat gloves.
Yeah, just my. No, I didn't. I said I should have brought them. They're still they're at home.
Oh yeah, just want to have them. I'll bring them for what they were. Get the look.
I can use yours actually
The
almost just as well. Like it's more so like yours have the increased protection, but those like they have the better dexterity. So I'm gonna be using both sets interchangeably to see. So that was my bad.
If you can
I'm
take
quite thankful for the present though.
take out 4 carrots, they're gonna be in the bottom right-hand drawer.
That's right. My fridge doesn't. Your fridge doesn't open like mine from the wall.
And then just real rough chop, like 1 or 2 inch lengths.
No peeling.
No, you don't have to peel it. They're just there to soak up juice. Rinse them if you don't mind, though.
Oh yeah.
And then I will be right back.
Your drawers move easy.
One more time to be safe. Nope, don't fall. Okay. Now the rinsing has been completed. It's the knife pieces. Oh, damn you, Leo! Where'd you leave the towel? Took the towel away. Oh shit. Well, no. Well, that one's for the brushing off the knife. Fuck. Ah, whatever. Old fashioned. This'll work. Yeah. Baby. Yeah. That's the one thing, this edge. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna leave Leo on this one. If I do this, I'm just gonna like, fuck you. Yeah. Oh yeah, this would definitely be an excellent Lorena knife. Shit. Oh wait, that's right. Wait, okay, I was make sure that was the strap. Oh, this cutting fucker.
What's up?
Just small.
Ah,
This I just have to.
okay. I got one more run. I'm still not done yet, okay, brother? See you in a sec.
Oh, okay.
Those carrots, they're just going in the bottom of the pan around the turkey. It doesn't matter about the placement all that much.
Okay.
They're just juices almost.
Man, wooden cutting board, that would be a really sexy sound. That bonk. Sorry for the awkward noises, folks. Baby.
And we're watching Adam work with a sharp knife is indeed a great American project.
Damn. Tip about blind cutting. You double check and triple check in your head for a split second before you push down. Because with the method that I'm doing, which is absolutely stupid, you have to be careful not to cut your fingers. I've almost cut mine a few different times today with this. Oh, damn. I could do that all day. It, let's see, I'm just trying to figure out a better way to explain this, but I think I might have covered it. Yes, yeah, so as you can see, I have, fingers on both sides of the blade, keeping the fingers on this side, my pinky, ring finger, whatever, and thumb, or pinky and thumb, pinky and ring finger, are able to keep it steady while these fingers check to make sure I'm getting a mostly consistent cut. And then I can go, bam, I can chop down. Huh, damn. Guess I need to wait on Leo to see if I need to cut more carrots. Doesn't seem like this is enough to go all the way around. Come on, Leo, move your ass. He told me to cut the carrots and put them all around, but from uh, the amount he told me to cut, there's not enough to go around the edges, like unless they were spaced out so much. So I need his input, or I'm making a judgment call. Okay, yeah, that's my. Hmm. One more. I think I see what he did. That's the time without telling me. Badly up. Tell the blind man we're shit.
You missed the pan with a couple. It looks like you got 4 of them on the 4 or 5 of them outside the pan. I don't know if the others won't go in the
Bitch. Looked around too.
They're hidden under the corner.
Huh. No. I mean,
That's what they did. So we'll try. I'll get you in your time. Here you go, handsome.
Thank you.
Let's see. Did you find the carrots? These ones? A little more to your right? Up.
Oh,
It's just a couple of bits that you missed.
yeah.
No big deal. That's where the Holy Spirit told you those carrots go. And that's where the Holy Spirit told you those carrots go.
Whoa.
Just the fact.
You got me off guard with that one. Good. Finally.
I have one. I am a reverend's daughter.
No, I was only because I'm like, I don't want to fucking wash up again, motherfucker.
It was just a couple of carrots.
Yeah.
I don't know what Leo's going to be having you do next because I don't usually cook with vegetables. Did he say anything about celery? Because usually when I see turkeys like that, I see celery in there as well.
Not that I remember.
So now what do we do?
He had to go back across for something else.
Oh no, he originally ran and helped Stan bring up our Christmas presents for us to open once we get the meat in the oven.
Okay. But if he's where I think he is, let him be.
No, he needs to get his butt back here. Can't just let him be. Boy needs to come back here. He's the one that knows what's going on in this kitchen. Okay, the only things that I know what to do are desserts and eggnog.
And thanks to the fucking cell service, I can't just call him.
Nope. And so I messaged the person. I sent a text to the person who delivered the cinnamon rolls too. Just you can't keep him, you know. We need him back here.
I'm kind of not.
Yeah.
Yeah. To remember to acclimate to everything that is laid out before we start. Okay. Yep.
Aw, but then we lose all of the fun moments of you bumping into stuff. I'm kidding.
No. I know that.
I mean, it is kind of entertaining when you
Oh, I'm sure it
do
is.
things, but I guarantee it's just entertaining when I do it. And I can see, so I don't have the excuse you do.
Well, it's entertaining to me up until a certain point, and then I'm like, okay, no, I don't, because this doesn't happen the same. It does not happen the same way in my own space.
See, I just messed up the thing that you just messed up.
It,
It's fighting me now. I don't know what you want.
well, at least my perspective, I've gotten a new viewpoint since becoming friends with you guys, and I know that people see through this shit too. But before then,
More than you do, actually.
I just didn't have, yeah, like, I rarely, if ever, knock over a glass of water.
Yeah, no, I've done that a few times. So has Stan, haven't you, Stan?
So now every single time I'm gonna remember to go the other direction, make sure to go wide around.
Yeah. No, and I'm pretty sure I run into that light more than you do. Like, almost guarantee it, actually.
I don't hear it move except for when I run into it.
Oh, that's because I'm very good at like catching it and stopping both me and the light at the same time, so it doesn't really move, but that doesn't mean I don't run into it. I run into that thing all the time.
That's what she said, Davis. Yeah. Damn it. Hate water going down the wrong pipe. Okay. Well, Leo is taking entirely too long, so I must rinse this thing off and try to keep these good knives in good shape. Should do that here so you guys can see. There it is. The indent. Bring the. Oh, yeah, idiot. And then I fumbled. I Oh, I was just figuring out how to, because now, because anytime I fuck something up, it's like, no, my pride kicks in hard for me. I'm gonna figure out how to do this right. So drag the edge of the blade of the knife to catch that notch there at the top. The finger, it's like a finger indentation. That's gotta be why that's there like that. I've always wondered why sheaths were designed like that. Then with
No, you
Jab it
dropped
home.
the sheath.
yeah,
No, you dropped the sheath. It's on the floor.
I know. This shit.
Silly, silly Adam. Shame. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your family. Dishonor on your cow.
Shy.
Shame lizard. Okay, nope, we're not doing big mouth references.
And I didn't watch. I had to watch Human Resources a couple more times in order to get the references there I can make. I don't want to. It's it's just too. It's just too much. No, no, I know. That's what makes Leo see red. Oh, I know. Good 20 minutes or so. I didn't check the. Okay, come on, dude across the street, send him back. This happens all the time. Oh, I'm turning into Leo now. I have learned. I'm now turning into Leo. Oh well, it's Christmas. I've made sure to finally clean off the fancy blade. Just get back here.
tips for you, so we got at least something we can do.
Okay.
It's at least something that we should be back. Okay, so the cheese on. Sure, there's not an open one before we go to the big one.
There isn't.
Okay, gotta double check.
Of course,
Sure,
I double check. I'm just going around my super memory.
half of this in with the turkey, then the turkey goes in the oven. Then
Oh,
it's
so there's no seal underneath. Oh,
Nope.
nice.
so about half of it in with the turkey, and then we get to start cutting and prepping the tater.
Nope. Oh shit. Well, it definitely touched the meat.
Adam, you gotta stop touching the meat really, man.
I gotta go by weight. Let's see. Yeah, that feels right. Maybe spirit.
Holy Ghost, it is your day of all days, please.
Well, what Mom always told me, you can always add, but you can't take it out once it's in.
Yep.
So that's
Funnily enough, it's the same thing with clothing. You can always add more clothes. You just can't take them away once you reach a certain point. I'm putting half the onion in a baggie. That way we can have the full cutting board without anything in the way. Maybe not that way, I guess. What am I Jesus. I mean, oops. Genius.
that's a whole argument.
Genius.
If those words are what scripture refers to as profanity, that's a really good fucking song.
Or you mean taking the Lord's name, or if it's like taking the Lord's name in vain, or
Yes, yeah, there's my thinking on that over the years has had to evolve.
I think, in my personal opinion, that really has like more intention behind it.
Yes, because oh yeah, keep going.
I was gonna say, like, what I just did wasn't really what's the word? Wasn't really profanity. It wasn't really me being like mean. It was more of me like subtly asking for the strength to get through the nonsense I'm getting through, type deal.
I know for that. I whacked my shins on that open door at 4 in the morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, November 29th. That when that goddamn it comes out, that's different.
That's a different goddamn it.
That's like
taking the Lord's name in vain.
yeah, and I'm like no. But also I like to start by saying I've been slipping really bad on the interrupting thing lately. I notice it every time. Nope. Tighten this hatch down.
The turkey came with its own gravy.
Awesome.
Be utilized or not, because it's all
Yeah.
opened.
Mom hasn't utilized the gravy packet on the turkey. It's never knew what to do with it. Couldn't just read the instructions. It really is so stressful having to do this other software to look at everything you have to do. Like it's not just like laying or turning the box over and automatically reading the shit. It's I gotta use the phone to do this. I put the phone down, and I have. That's one of the things about being blind, especially in this setting, I hate the most. But I was say before, I think it's about taking the Lord's name in vain can't just be.
No, it's a
No. It's well, I mean, like even I was wondering if you live your life in the wrong way while professing faith, that is also taking his name in vain. And I've had many deep conversations on this.
There is your cutting board, sir. And then I do believe we are prepping. We need to get the turkey in the oven, and then we are just prepping those taters so we can turn them into mashed taters.
There's a second text I've had to ignore.
It happens. Do you want to pop the oven open or do you want to move the turkey?
It's top back, of course, and all the way back.
I'm gonna fit that in there as any way that I can, and it's up to Leo to rearrange it because he's not here.
Okay.
Oh, Leo's approaching.
Oh, good.
Perfect timing. We were just about to put the turkey. It took us a second.
Sorry.
Sorry, that took so long.
Yeah, he was just confused because he finished chopping, and then he's like, "Now what?" And I'm like,
Left a nice sit there,
Yeah.
water on it. The fish was on it too long, and we had to rinse. So it felt like I didn't have enough fucking carrots around there.
Oh, they soak up a lot.
Oops. Alright. I didn't know if this. Because I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta space them out. Then when I reminded that there was
I
5
do have
minutes
to
left,
ask
like,
for both meats and at the same time.
It's a deep enough oven. We can put them something.
Well, I'm going to dip that.
yeah.
We got anyone hanging out with us? All right. So, what I missed?
But what led up to it though was funny as fuck. Like when I found that she told me that there was like 5 pieces of carrot left, and I'm like, shit, all right. I had just washed my hands, did not feel like having to feel in there to see what the fuck I was doing. So I just went around the edge of the pan and just like space, space, space. And then she's like putting them where the spirit directs you, and I'm like, that stopped me dead. Okay, you know, an R. Kelly moment. Kelly, our friend Kelly, that happened to me, where I just like, I don't have a response for this. That was so glad that happened to me because man, I need to get knocked on my ass a little bit. I've been way too funny lately.
That's hilarious.
And then it evolved from there because then she was like, you know, talking, excusing her profanities, and that was bringing up the subject of are those words really what all of what the word means about profane or something deeper. You know, Tom and I have had that conversation many times, and then it progressed to taking the Lord's name in vain.
Uh huh.
And we were discussing the intention behind it, and then I brought up that it's got to also be like if you live your life the wrong way while professing faith, that's also taking the Lord's name in vain. It's not just wrapped up in words, even though the words with the wrong intent behind them, it's also taking his name in vain. Like when I whacked my shins on that door. That GD at full volume at 4 in the morning. I'm sorry, neighbors. It was a bad morning.
Oh hell.
My shins are still healing.
It's... All right. Next up, ham. Ham's gonna be really easy because it's pre-glazed.
Yeah.
We're gonna cheat a little bit. We're gonna throw some of that local honey on top.
Oh, when I was pouring the stock in, by the way, I could feel that it touched the meat. So,
Okay, copy.
sorry about that.
No, you're good. Good to know. That just means I have to use it like today, which I will.
I made sure to, you know, I think I got half in there, but I didn't want to pour any more in because I'm saying,
Check this real quick. Just go. It's like a shot's worth.
more.
Yeah. Or some more.
Yes.
But we're gonna get a quick little rinse so we don't deserve cross contamination.
Oh, you're using that to measure. I see.
Yep. Is that a swig? We have been advised that it is very, very bold.
Oh. Yeah. That's. I haven't tasted. This is the type of coffee I used to drink at Mocha Moment in Janesville, Wisconsin.
This is excellent coffee.
It's
It's not as bold as I was led to believe.
no.
But
But our palates are different. You gotta remember, Leo.
yeah, as a bit of a coffee snob myself, very smooth. That's got a very forward, sweet note,
Mm-hmm.
and it just tightens the back of the tongue just enough.
Yes. Okay, now remember what I was explaining to you about, when I have the right wine, why I drink it pretty much, why I drink my coffee pretty much the same way. It's like, because that's the same motion. Remember how okay, so when we were drinking that fancy bourbon you had, you were telling me about the swirling around the mouth thing.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. Just compressing the coffee with our tongue, the roof of the mouth, to get it across as many taste buds as we can. And you are absolutely right. It tightens up at the back of the tongue just right, not too acidic. Forward, sweet note that develops into that.
Mm. And then on the exhale, wonderful aftertaste. Some coffee gives you a nasty aftertaste.
Yeah, like Folgers.
Yeah, like the Folgers I keep brewing up.
Hey, well, when you got no money, you gotta drink Satan's piss.
It's got caffeine. That's all that matters.
They put fucking rocket fuel into it.
We,
Oh, go on.
we're just waiting for him to. Nah, that's a really bad joke.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
gonna,
alright,
I'm gonna censor
Alright,
that one.
yeah, but I'm gonna. But yes, this is the type of coffee that I can sit there and actually like. I gulp something like Folgers and I sip something like this, but for the sake of time, I'm drinking this faster.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, I gulped it. Definitely a sipping coffee, you're right. But
Those were good beans, and yet I can't get coffee out of the store that brews up like that.
guess you just gotta go get Asian coffee.
Shit, I need to find like a dedicated roaster or somebody that could have
This is done by Suntory Coffee Roastery.
man, because like I roasted coffee. I know.
Absolutely incredible. To the fine gentleman that provided that caffeine, thank you.
Mhm. We need it. So that was no added sugar or anything. That's just black.
That was just black, bro.
Yes, man.
Straight coffee.
Oh my. That makes my coffee even better.
Yeah, that's no cream, no nothing. That's just the coffee bean itself.
Never had coffee that tasted that good. No, but see, okay, no, I'm on my own bullshit because this tastes exactly like the coffee I used to have in Janesville. I would have a bit of cream. Like if you put the tiny bit of whipping cream in this, it'll take some of that like hotness away, but it'll still be good. But see, I've noticed in recent months that I don't like my cup of coffee really at first when it's first brewed and it's hot, but then when it starts to cool down, that's when more of the flavor comes out. And I swear, unless I'm imagining things, it used to be like that, 5, 10 years ago. But it is now. Or I'm just changed. I don't know. But yeah, I like it full. Something like this. You'll taste it. Damn, you must have gave me most of the can. Leo.
50-50 about. It's kind of hard to judge because it's way lighter.
Well, just by the amount that I have drunk already, I mean, those aren't big cans. These are only 6 ounces. Yes, that is delicious. I definitely want to buy of those.
Is it like a
Yeah, it's very low. And of course, man, if I do some fucking roach to it, yeah, just coffee, it's actually excellent.
Oh, absolutely. Sunshine and coffee is heaven sent. Or if you want to cheat, Bailey's, Bailey's will get you by.
That grieves my mom's heart because she remembers in the 80s and the 90s when Bailey's was apparently like really good, and now apparently it just kind of sucks to her. I still like it because I've only had it, in the recent few years. But yeah, no, from Chalice.
Nicotine is almost out of battery.
That's right. I wonder if my phone can do the same charging thing that yours can do. Because I have
What the
that.
hell?
Oh, I should check my messages.
Android.
Yeah, I can't wait to get rid of it.
Can you fix this? I can't stand
Yes,
Android. I'm sorry to everyone out there who does it. My brain doesn't handle it. It's not an Android thing, it's a Don's competence thing, I'm convinced.
Okay, my friend Richard, wishing me a Merry Christmas. Thank you for that, Richard. Wish you were watching, but I understand you are busy. All right, my friend, the friend says she will check it out, but she's with family today, but she'll definitely check it out. Hopefully she does. Oh, Dottie, thank you. And not even acknowledge what I sent him about the stream. Okay, brother, it's fine. I'll get you to watch it later.
I will convince you.
And then my Nathaniel goes, the penis song from years ago. Oh my god. You mean I wonder, do you mean the this is my penis. I wish that I had a bigger shot.
I almost lost it when he showed that song to me.
And the music was actually done really well to it. Like the slightly offbeat tempo of the percussion, or what do you want to call it, the beat, was and like how that was done intentionally to make it sound a little weird, but it was still like well done, like a real guitar in there.
That old knife is so dull. The plastic ripped before it cut.
Oh, that's right. You can't. That's right. I was having a bit of a panic attack while you were gone about how to, okay, I guess I'm leaving the knife sit there too long. Okay, I'm just gonna rinse it and wait on it. Still trying to get that down for putting it into the sheet without touching it at all. Understandably, this is something I would not be sorry for. That's different for me because I have to go tactily for everything. But it's really a practice motion.
So, we are working with a 21-pound ham because we are aiming to feed, and I mean feed well,
He sent us the penis.
6 to 8 adults. It's a big cook today. This bad boy, it's already glazed. Okay, so they do a good job right out the bag. This is a wonderful brand. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but they're called Sugar Dales. Okay, it's part of their private selection line. We're gonna slap some local honey on it because that's about the only thing these guys couldn't do. So I've got some very, very special honey. It's wildflower honey, and it comes from just about 15 miles away from where we're standing right now. So
Oh, yeah, you love your special honey.
I do. Special honey. You know who you are. Now, if you wanted to be a little extra fancy, if you're not getting a nice ham, you can use Dijon as a binder as well. That'll help.
Both of them?
They're actually both charging.
Oh, both charged.
Remember, I told you our nicotine is out of battery.
Oh, okay, yeah. I had to charge that one up for a little bit this morning, but because I didn't want to leave it plugged in tonight.
Okay. So, working with our honey here, you want to be extra generous. You're going to baste it back on top anyway once it thins out and renders down. Good, Moses.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah,
honey,
so-
that's gonna have the same effect on that, like how the brown sugar does in a brine, I think.
Yeah. So, get this bad boy ready to go. I've got my basting brush that's already.
Oh, you haven't shown me that yet.
So we're gonna. It's right here. It's got some place.
Okay, all right, right. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're the
The little rubber.
more like I've heard them also call what heard them call grill brushes, heard them call those soft bristles. That's yeah, you soak that in whatever and you use that to brush them on. That way, it's what what's the purpose of that?
It just makes for even covering.
Okay, even covering undisturbed by fingers.
Yeah, it's a good way to keep your hands clean.
Yes.
The sad thing about them though is they've got to be soft enough to not mess up the surface of the meat. So sometimes there's just no avoiding getting in there. But
Well, and that's something that we have. Guys are different.
yep, just taking this honey and being relatively aggressive with the
But-
basting brush.
But if I may interject,
Yes, sir.
using that for smearing the honey onto it makes more sense though, because I mean that shit is so damn sticky. A lot of it would just cling to your damn fingers. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep, that's half my logic on it.
And we can like basically like how we clean is patterns. How we cook sometimes has to be patterns in case we can't like use our hands to be in stuff. So we have to know how to have the spatial memory of the pattern that to be able to get try to get every square inch surface.
So, if you were to try and explain to me what that pattern
So
for our user, or like viewers here, so like
this is complete improvising on my part, but it would kind of let's see. First, I can start by explaining like the cleaning pattern. So it would be
tell me.
yeah,
We're glazing a hand.
I know,
so-
I know, I know. My mind tripped on me, but it would be just more. Yes, there it is. X's, kind of like like down here, probably here. Probably circles, concentric circles, going different directions. So it, it's the same thing like what I was bringing up about cleaning. Really, probably to do something like that. That's just what I'm coming up with on the spot.
Yeah.
I've never actually done this before. What you're doing.
So, if you were to try, so like, how do you keep track of what you've already brushed? And you have to get so it is all tactile feedback. So, all
But
right.
it would be lighter touches to try not to get everything to smear everything off.
Yeah.
Light
Now-
touches make for the best.
This is a bone-on ham, so it can be a little more abused. They hold juice a little bit easier, but we're still gonna baby it. All right.
Of
Now,
course.
this is gonna be special because it's not very often people will pick up a whole hunk of bone-in ham and
You're talking
keep it.
clothesline me.
Keep, oh, trying to kill sous chef Adam here.
Okay.
But yeah, so it'll be exciting to carve that up. Show you guys how to get a nice even crust, bit of crust on every bite, for everyone to enjoy the skin. So,
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead, hurry up and pop this in. We are right on schedule.
Okay, yeah, that's why you were going on this Leo attack, as I'm gonna call it. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
We're gonna take. We already have a big old turkey breast in here. We're gonna turn it, push it up against the side. Now, something that we're gonna have to be very careful about in this oven specifically, the left-hand side, or for you guys, the right-hand side. The left-hand side for us, though, it gets hotter than the rest of the oven. That means I have to flip that breast and occasionally switch places with the hand.
Okay, that's an important thing you just mentioned. You know, Mike talks about this a lot about the oven, you got to find where it heats up more so that you can adjust what you're baking. You know, if you have to turn it or whatever, because that gets kind of sensitive when you're
Yeah.
baking stuff.
Now,
Ours seems to be pretty even, but I don't know. How did you figure out more heat was on the left side of yours?
the easiest way to test this, you take 4 pieces of bread, and instead of making toast in your toaster, make toast in your oven. Okay, you set it to 350, and you put it in, and you watch your toast. That will immediately tell you. So on a sheet pan, you put a piece of toast with a 1-inch border, so it's not right up against the edge of the pan, but put 1 piece of toast in each corner of the pan, and that's how you're going to figure out what part of your oven's the hottest. Another trick, when you put cold meat into your oven temperature drops quite rapidly. To help the oven stay on temperature, you can pop that oven up to 5 degrees hotter, count to 30, and then bump it back down to the temperature you're cooking on. This tricks the oven into turning that heating element on again.
Wait,
It'll help balance out that heat as much as possible.
I'm sorry, I spaced a little bit there. So this other thing you're saying, you adjust the heat for only a few seconds, or you turn it off and then turn it back on?
No, so what I do is I turn the oven up for about 30 seconds. And you're just tricking that heat element to kick on. Because when you put a cold hunk of meat in there, the temperature drops rapidly.
Yes. So
Right? So you're trying to get it to keep that air around the meat nice and hot. So, like right now, I'm going to hit bake again, drop it right back down. My oven moves in 5-degree increments, unfortunately.
we love that. So you, I don't know, my brain is malfunctioning here. So the do you wait do you, are you watching the display to see what it goes up to, goes down to? Because that's the thing that I am automatically trying to figure out here with this, because this does sound like a really valid method to use.
Um,
So you pop it up for you hit the up arrow once, and you wait like 30 seconds or so, and you hit the down arrow, and then you just wait for it, because while it's still on, when you move the temperature up and down, it just automatically preheats to that temperature.
yep. So you're taking advantage of the preheat function. So if you bump it up, it kicks those elements on, and in fact, it kicks them on quite hot because it thinks it has to hurry up and preheat to a new temperature.
It's like a flash sear, sounds like.
It would be if you weren't putting a giant 21-pound hunk of cold meat in.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Yeah,
That's why I said sounds like the
It's
same
very similar
concept.
logic. Yes, exactly. It's conceptually pretty much the same.
Okay, good. Like the other way that we would do that is just having it higher initially to start with, putting it in, and then fucking lowering it to the proper temperature once it's been going for a little while. But this speeds that up, I guess.
Yep, yeah, a little bit. It
30
also
seconds
allows
back
for
down.
yeah,
And that's right before you slide it in.
I usually do it right after I slide it in because opening the door loses a lot of heat too. So once you get that door closed, bump it up, count to 30. You'll even hear the click of the oven. You'll hear the heating elements. Yep.
Tick. Yep. Quite familiar. That's why sometimes I'll be like, "Is your oven on?" Because I'll hear clicking from over here, from this part of the apartment.
Yeah.
And because that coffee pot makes almost the same click. It's just not with as much bass in it.
I think it's kind of a universal like heating element. Like there must be a very specific fuse or something they use. Um, but yeah, it's just small little things like that that can really help keep nice crispy skin, keep that glaze holding real tight. Uh,
I might, damn, mom isn't put the ham at home with him yet. Text her that trick right now. I don't know.
it's worth the call. It makes a big difference. Okay.
Wow. Sorry there that it took me a second to understand that.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. So coming up next, guys, has been well anticipated part of the stream. We've got a few presents that were dropped off by Stanta.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and we're probably gonna change the camera angle. We're gonna bring you back just a tiny bit. That way we can see what the presents are, but it's just gonna take us a quick second to wipe the counter down. And we've got like this is the only downtime we have in the day, so we've got about 20 minutes of breathing time. So real quick, I'm gonna get some of this garbage off the counter, wipe it down, that way we can bring the presents in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be off camera for a second while I call home to communicate this trick. See how things are going.
Alrighty, brother, I'll see you in a sec.
Yep.
I am super excited to see what we got. The collard greens. No weenies. These are gonna be the best part of today. These are my favorite dishes, guys. Collard greens and weenies. Weenies. Wieners. So you guys are gonna notice really quick, the store was out of mini weenies. That's all right. We happen to have some full-size all beef hot dogs from Costco, the Kirkland line. So it's like they're just smaller versions of their giant ones. They've got a wonderful flavor, so it should work out just fine. We'll just cut them into fancy little diagonally cut rounds so they look cool and feel cool. What's that? Oh, yeah. I saw that. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for all of you that have followed, if any of you are watching. Oh, all right. Are they still hanging out? Oh, well, that's all right. So when they hit pause and called out to Leo to see what the next steps were, I said, put the turkey in the oven, dice the golds. They didn't manage either. It's okay, that's why I'm here. No need to fear, Leo is here.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't matter, the logic's still the same.
Yes, she was asking me about refresher on what the video. It was a video that we watched from Preppy Kitchen. John
Yeah.
Kamel. I don't know why I thought it was
Ooh.
John Kamal for what. And that was when we learned the turn the oven up to 450.
Yep,
Put
the
that
flat, yeah.
Yeah, put that turkey in there, and first 10, 15 minutes, more like 20. Bring it down to 325. Yeah. Just to make good damn sure, because like that's starting that cooking process with that beef. But when I told her about the trick you just showed me, and I was talking to him, she's like, "Oh well, doesn't matter. Work for any meat."
Yeah.
I thought it was a turkey. So
I got her in the shower.
Okay.
Watching my brother. Hello.
We haven't wiped counters yet, so. We're dancing. That's
Yeah.
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 it's.
Oh.
All right. Hmm?
You're not kidding.
Yes. Oh yeah. It's funny when someone points it out to you. It's much easier to see.
And I was seeing it too, 'cause I had to keep. Trust me, I was away from you guys. I would flex on my own in my head and whatever. I mean, no, I was aware of it, but I mean, like, in the way that I speak, it's, you know, less of the awkwardness is there. How time.
I saw that.
What?
All right, we're good to go. What do we got?
Oh.
Because they're bulkier, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's yours.
This one. Yep.
Ah.
Let's do here.
Oh.
Yeah, like ox long, just slammed it on the counter.
Listen here, Hugh Janus.
A 100. That is gonna still be funny.
Oh shit. What do we got in here? It looks like. Oh,
But Hugh Jane is supposed to be so funny because of that dude, Hugh Jackman. That's what's been going through my mind.
it's a two-tier bamboo steamer.
That's something I can make my Chinese sausages in, yes?
Yes. As long as you put the you gotta put paper down. The perforated paper.
Parchment paper?
Parchment won't work. No, that's a.
Dang.
But it's not. It's not expensive. Yeah.
Do you notice how that whole smooth ride?
I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that
that's not
coffee
kicking
is-
me in the ass the way I expected it to.
I'm excited about this.
I'm excited about the bamboo set too.
It's a 10 in 2 tiers, so we can fit 10 things.
So
Since so we can literally just set that on top of the new pot.
very clever. Very clever. Adam,
Take that.
Okay.
we're
Throw
gonna
it in the
be.
box.
We're gonna. We'll probably keep everything in the box for right now, but that's excellent.
So we're probably keeping stuff in the box for now.
Oh.
Just for now.
Yeah, we'll open it all up later.
We have.
Yeah, we got too much to cook, but
All right. Little mishap with that one apparently.
little mishap. This one's got a decent. This one's at 33%. Still on the wall though. All right.
All the metal cords you got.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm having you open one, and I'm gonna open one because this is a two for broski. I need some extra hands in on this.
Yeah. I'll leave that one alone. Gotta
Alright.
leave some anticipation.
No. Okay, so I'm not sure what this is, but so far there's a gear on it on the end of the box.
Oh,
Eh,
more utensils.
It's a box. It's a full set
So
of
many
the silicone.
utensils. And then you
the silicone. Silicone.
Adam, what do you think's in this box right here, Joe?
Fine.
It would have. It's
Let me try to see if I can. It sounds like it would be like maybe like a bottle of something or
like a can opener.
like I said,
oh
So now we got a twofer.
do I get to open this?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna open this one, right? All right, incoming, Adam.
Beep, 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 beep. I just rainbow starred you.
Very cool. I'm excited.
taste the rainbow.
Or else.
Oh, yeah, and they're the same color.
No,
for
they're
the most
not.
part. For the most part. Oh, and it comes with a holder. Yeah, hold on, Adam, check it.
Yeah. Instead of having to repurpose like an old like a pot. Yeah. So you can have them set up instead of taking up space. Nice.
What do we get? Oh shit.
This is specifically for me. Thank you.
Insane tongs. These are
Liquid
pointy,
measuring
right?
cups and a tiny little colander. And
I think these are pointy ones. I think they got the same set. The finger thingy that locks
Oh.
out.
gosh, a fourth tong.
We've got all the tongs.
So many tongs.
Why does that work so well?
Hold on.
Oh, and it has a bigger basting brush.
Yeah.
The joke was made.
Let's see. Yeah, and that's a better
Tongs.
handle on that too.
Someone said, "Let me see that tong." Tong.
Yeah. Tong.
You know, the clappers. I don't believe in liquid measuring cups.
Oh,
They're conspiracy theories.
silly. Think about how much better my utensils will be when I actually have like measuring cup now when I make bread when I make naan.
Oh, all right. This is a fancy tong.
They're so tiny.
What's it called? It's like punch or yeah.
It's so tiny.
It's a little narrow. I love that solid metal.
Don't show what that is on camera.
Really?
Then
Uh.
don't play.
Dude, you remember Pez dispensers?
Yeah.
You gotta keep here. I'm gonna intentionally watch.
They might be small.
Take this one.
They give them a shit up. There's a block.
It's fully loaded.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say they'll spray. If they're anything like they used to be, they'll fucking spray.
Let's see. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh my god, there was this one bit that Craig Shoemaker had about these. He's like, I wonder who thought of this candy. He's like, why some drunk guy know what telling him I didn't take your Pez. That's what we'll call it. Pez.
Pez. You want a Pez?
Yep.
Alright, gotta have Pez. Oh, they don't spit on my
Oh.
Is it even Christmas?
You know, I haven't had a Pez dispenser in like God, probably 15 years.
Never. Pest dispensers. I've never sported.
Wow. Mine always did.
They're always artificial with their orange.
Like Tic Tac. Those things actually got better than.
They kind of taste like Fanta.
They're gonna taste like those fruity Tic Tacs, man.
You know, the ones that were named after you.
You know, this is kind of reigniting some inner childhood.
Yeah.
I love Pez.
You just want to think about that.
Want to try some weird Asian candy?
You still had a way to tell everyone.
I'll try
what
some
it is.
new Asian candy.
See, we got around the block.
Okay. So, I got the Pez stuck in my throat.
Okay, so it looks like we got some hard candy. Yeah.
I also have like fancy chocolates and stuff.
This feels like Pop Rocks. This is like gummy. These are gummy candies. These are marshmallows, and I don't know what those are. Oh,
If I eat this, am I going to be drooling in about 2 hours?
you want a hard candy, a squishy candy, marshmallow?
Oh! Son of a bitch, that's sour.
I'm actually.
This can do it.
Your butthole pucker?
Your butthole fucker.
Oh, your whole face.
Oh, such a big
Butthole.
I'm going through the sour.
Mr. Poopy Butt.
Wow. I'm a baby when it comes to sour things.
Me too. Warheads always
Ah.
got me, dude. I could never eat them down to the point where the sweetness would kick in. It was just too much.
I'm so hoping I was able to both adjust the camera and in the right amount of time stuff down your face.
Oh man. I remember when the sour green apple soda kind of smelled like that. I was a kid. Yeah. Dude, you mix stuff like that and booze.
Marshmallow would balance it out.
Fuck no, I ain't another thing out of that thing. I don't trust it. I don't give a shit what you say.
Actually, the marshmallows kind of have a slightly sour.
No, fuck you guys. If one thing in a box is sour, the other things are potentially sour. I don't trust no one. I don't know nothing. I'm retarded. Oh,
With her preferred candies.
oh, you're just sharing a gift.
Yes.
Okay, I can no longer be mad, but
Okay.
I thought that was a sneak attack on me. I took it personally.
Oh, for me, it's just like sugar.
It's okay. I forgot to.
Only sour in there.
God, I think I'm gonna do a spoonful of honey. I'm still trying to recover.
Yeah.
Sweet Jesus.
Shit. I only had a couple of heads, and I'm like, no. It's so strange how much things changed from just a few years ago. I used to eat something else. It didn't even bother me. It tastes good, and yet I don't want it. Someone really knew it.
It's a strawberry gummy candy.
I appreciate and acknowledge the peace offering. This peace offering is still getting delayed.
Yeah.
I just rebalanced my palate with something
Yeah.
that isn't gonna kill me.
Until protein.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I only had a cinnamon roll for breakfast.
Yeah.
Chat.
It did.
If there's anyone here to chat with.
Yeah, we haven't checked on that in a while. I
I
want to
know.
check that.
Adjusting back.
Wow.
Anyone on the YouTube side?
We have one person.
To the respective platforms, Twitch and YouTube. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Now.
that homemade caramel?
Fancy fudge.
Fancy fudge. You're lucky you're kind. Ah,
Oh no, the other side's in all the colors.
yes. That's the universe. That's the universe back.
Enjoys, I would be kind of fucked.
Yeah. But that's where they could go with flip off me like that. What? We get bigger or whatever. We have money. It's gonna be interesting. We'll at least have some of the bougie desires met.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm willing to compromise on some of them.
Absolutely.
I wasn't before, and I think used to punch a wall with that. Actually, you had me a good crap, and then I'm like, yeah, I see it, just coming around.
That's the city song, Mighty Me.
Wow. Huh. This almost looks like an older one.
An older what?
You know, have you ever played with Mighty Beans? Mighty Beans? They're like a mini version of Weeble Wobble Never Falls Down.
Oh yeah, no, I've never seen these.
What do you like any Krabby Patty?
No.
No, yeah, no more sweets. Thank you.
Yeah, we,
Much appreciated. I got it.
we're avoiding a sugar.
To all about.
Yeah, I don't want to. Well, don't.
I haven't.
I mean, I wasn't saying I didn't
Oh,
want
the
him-
gummy ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just save me one. Yeah, I haven't. Oh man, 13. That's less than I had one of those. The wibbly wobbly that won't fall down. That's the only reference I have with Ralphie May. You remember the wibbly wobbly that won't fall down? Talking about where they got the helmet from that Rusty put on his dick. That thing will make you cry, dude. Look how funny his face is. What were you saying?
There's two Pez in that one.
I also kind of, I mean, I honestly hope I don't have it, but it does much. If at the very least, I've been like pretty diabetic for a few years. Like I love lots of like the last time when I couldn't eat the spaghetti when I came over here, I was like fucking going through a sugar attack. Like, oh no, damn it. So
Yeah.
I have to now. I know I have to be really careful about this. I can definitely have sweets later in the day, like those cookies, you know, the coffee cake ones that I was gonna make for Christmas. That shit. Yeah, I can have those, and they don't mess with some whatever is in all of that, like ultra processed stuff. It's even worse, and I feel it like right away. But yeah, sugar in general. Nope. I have to start off with some kind of now on. Slowly but surely figuring out how this body is working. Because the last time I had my blood tested, talking about that my sugar was, 97 out of 101 scale. It's fatter than too.
Okay, so we're gonna start the collard greens.
Here, I don't agree with this. Wibbly wobbly won't fall down. Wibbly wobbly. Did it after 419. it's only poetic justice that now they can't leak stuff like that because I spent so much money on it over the years. Mhm. Okay, scents are starting to come up, but yeah, it's gonna take probably a good 10 more minutes or so before get that so to have that rich scent.
Gonna flash all the bacon real quick.
Sorry, I was just gonna do things for us.
Okay. While that bacon's flash thawing, we're gonna prep the cutting area. So, we're gonna chop the bacon down into bite-sized pieces, and then I would just put that up on the counter. On top of the coffee pot would be good, yeah. Ooh.
Well, there was still coffee in the pot.
Or there's not.
Partially thanks to me.
And then after we get the bacon chopped down, I'm gonna sear it down till it's extra crispy, get all of the fat rendered out. We're gonna pull that bacon out with a slotted spoon, reserve it. We're gonna start cooking down our aromatics and then eventually work our collard greens in, all right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, now,
So we're gonna do the veggie prep again.
yep.
That's what we should have did the veggie, all the veggie prep first.
No, unfortunately, otherwise they start to brown.
Oh.
So if you do it too far ahead,
Um,
otherwise you got to put citrus on top, and unfortunately that's a restriction that we
Yeah,
can't work with
yeah.
too much of. So,
Okay.
now, a couple of things I'm going to say about collard greens. You don't have to render them down in bacon fat. It's bacon fat. Who are we kidding? Okay. There are other ways to do it. There's tallows, and then if you're vegetarian, even further opportunities there. Do your research, but you have to render or get them to cook down. Just loosens everything up. Second thing I'm gonna say, no matter what, the fastest time you can cook collard greens is an hour and a half. I'm talking an hour and a half of simmering.
It's only quicker if you're using a stovetop pressure cooker, which was how Mom always did her greens.
Yep, if you're using a pressure cooker, that is the only way to cut that time in half. Typically, like what we're doing today, we're gonna simmer our collard greens for about 2.5, almost 3 hours. Okay. Then we're going to pull them, let them rest, and right before they're served, we're going to throw them back on, reheat. That's how you get that really savory, decadent, loose collard green. I mean, like the type of stuff you want to go back and lick the pot out that you cooked in.
Where it's not too, where the fibers are breaking down enough for you to actually chew them
Yeah.
without being uncomfortable.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one thing I was trying to warn you about the collard greens that Mom had prepared. They weren't done with like the method she's always done. So like when I do finally get them to you, like they're not gonna be as good as this, I'm sure.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
that-
Collard
that's-
greens are collard greens.
Like that she's she was like this is directly from her. This isn't just like
Yeah.
me being a snob.
No. I understand. And it's all right. If you don't have enough time to do the collard greens for an hour and a half, the reality of it is they'll still taste all right. But it's how they feel. The cook time is a lot about the texture. You want to get the plant fibers because collard greens, they're tough, man. They can survive just about anything you do to them. So you really want to take your time. They're like a tough steak almost. So let them really take in that heat and the seasoning. Really baby them. You'll turn out with some of the best veggie sides. And you'll have people fighting over these things. I'm concerned because I only have 3 bunches. Should have gotten 6, but
I'll probably be only content with the smallest.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Me, myself, if collard greens are the only thing that got served on Christmas Day, I'd be happy. That's how much I love them. I'm gonna give you the lovely task. Once I get this bacon flashed on, I'm gonna have you rinse down the collard greens. Okay. So just each leaf individually gets its own little bit of love.
Yep.
And then I'll give you a big bowl to throw them in.
That's a task when I watch mom do it. It takes a
I'll help out once I'm done cutting them. Because while the bacon's sitting there rendering, I can help you wash it.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if there's any technique for it to go by faster. But Robin said to be ultra careful because like sometimes we've gotten batches of greens where it was like the last one, it was even dirtier than normal because she did that whole careful process and there was still some grit that ended up in there. So that's one thing about the blindness. It makes it look like that.
That's collard greens are gonna be. Oh, pardon me, sir. They're right on the bottom shelf there. There's 2 bags.
One big, one little.
Oh yeah, smell all that food coming in.
Bacon's already done.
No, I haven't cut the bacon down yet. I just got it out of the. Oh, the bacon's on time. Yes, sorry. I brain farted a little bit.
Hey, we're both doing it. Let's put both these punches in here. I think I see already difference on people. Oh, you put something?
Yep.
You didn't indicate the trash can. This is.
Leo's Kitchen builds character. We don't believe in canning our trash. We just throw it straight to the bag.
I think I might see already the difference.
What's going on?
So when you, do you not like, have plug the sink in half into the sink of water and then drain that and do that again and again?
Nope, never bothered.
Okay.
You can. Saves on water. You need the garbage knife.
Or whatever this band was. Got it. Just flipped it. Came off. There we go. Now that makes sense.
Wait, Adam, come here real quick, brother. Hold up the collard, bunch of the collard greens. We're gonna take a picture.
Oh, with the bunch that.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Come over here. Flip that bad boy over. All right.
I brought you some flowers, Leo.
Cheese.
I love you.
Oh, they're the best flowers ever.
Yeah.
They taste amazing. No, I appreciate it. Yeah. Boy, that's the dream. Here, I'll sign it real quick.
Is this in the angle or no?
Give me 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, and then let me get you the. Sorry. They had to be somewhere. You know, the best thing about any dishwasher is they're really good at washing, but not very good at drying.
It didn't used to be the case, man. I remember the dishwasher that we had. Did we have a dishwasher? Oh, I gotta ask Mom. But when we've had dishwashers before, like they would dry and everything was dry. So that's why when we get this place, why that all of a sudden became an issue. Like, what is going on? It's got to be that booked up.
I moved your coffee back towards the.
Oh, good idea. Yeah. It's
You ever utilize a sprayer for this at all or no?
You absolutely can.
Because I was figuring maybe it'd be better.
You should have killed that overhead a little bit. Oh, it's not done yet. I was gonna say it almost looks a little overdone. Looks great though. That's a good shot.
Me trying to get water everywhere. Because Trump's an asshole and everyone knows it. Because I, Donald J. Trump, am America's best asshole. The only one who would beat me is Andrew Tate if he was from here. But at least Trump is comedic asshole. That's what is hilarious to me. Oh my.
So I'm just cutting this bacon down into 1 inch strips or 1 inch chunks. I'm cutting the whole pack at a time. It saves time. I've never been able to say this before, but as someone who's used to working with not so great knives, it's not every knife that you can just take and push through the whole pack of bacon. So don't feel bad if you have to do it a few pieces at a time.
Like chopping those carrots was a dream. All right. Mind checking my progress, Leo? Because we're all nice and wilty now. Look at this.
All right.
Oh, did you already cover the shrinkage concept of greens?
No, I'm about to.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna do that as the bacon was rendering down.
Oh, that sprayer is like, because I figured out, okay, I'm gonna be doing this way longer just by rotating this shit and just using the faucet, which is only one direction. Take the sprayer, which is something we don't have at home. We just have the spot for it to try to. Because I was thinking about, okay, the dirt is gonna collect in the bottom of the sink probably, so it go around the edges and get underneath there. But then I started to, put the head of start putting the head of the sprayer in, into the greens, moving that around, shifting them to get that water moving through them.
All right. Can I steal that water from you for a sec?
Oh, that's right. These are going in the bowl.
Yeah, the rinse can go into the bowl there. Just to kind of get them out of the way, give you some more room to work.
I'll have to break some of these spots.
I can, no, don't worry about it. I'm going to trim them down. If it gets to be a heaving pile, just remember it's a heaving pile. It's not that big. I'm all about it. Efficiency and minimal effort.
Yes.
If you can save time by cutting a couple of corners without justifying quality, you better be doing it.
I just, oh, I missed a band. Here you go.
Thanks, sir.
All right. To take care.
You missed 2 bands, actually. You're fine.
Oh, they were together.
Nope, there was one that got snuck into the bowl.
Oh. Okay, something. That'll definitely probably take a re-rinse.
Yeah. So, Adam, do you mind explaining? Because it's kind of hard to tell what we're rinsing off of these collards here. What's the importance of this step, my friend?
Okay. Let's make sure I'm facing the camera. So
Gonna be right over here, brother.
Yep.
And then I've got an exposed blade on the.
Yep, gotcha. So the reason why you have to thoroughly rinse the collards before you start them is because even though they're cleaned off for the most part when they're picked, there's still
a bunch of dirt, a bunch of grit in there. And those actually did not have anywhere near as much as I've seen in some bunches. So I don't know where those came from, but yeah, they packaged them right. But if you don't get that grit out, then you're gonna end up, biting down. Your teeth will make like and that is very unpleasant. Now, if there's other reasons to it, those I'm not privy to, and Leo can explain them.
Nope, you pretty much hit it right on the nose, my friend. It's just a texture thing. Like you want to get all that dirt out. And actually, if you don't get the dirt out, your water sometimes if they're depending on what farm picks them and packs them, sometimes it'll make your water muddy and a really earthy taste to the end dish. It's something you want to avoid.
Yeah. It's one of those things like when if you put a lot of effort into getting like mom has and has a couple batches going, like where there's still some grit in there. Just, I don't know what happened. It's very thorough.
Um, Oksana says bacon in the veggies. Question mark explanation point. Yeah, of course we're putting bacon in the veggies. Guys, you're gonna have to forgive me. I've got so many new utensils. I don't know where to keep the damn thing.
Oh, that just comes.
Way longer than you would cook any other piece of bacon. Even if you like your bacon crispy, you're gonna be cooking it quite a bit longer. We're talking like usually I'll do 10 minutes on a medium heat, or add them for you right at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
Yep. So, and to explain that a little bit. So, on the stove.
Oh, touching your ass again.
Oh, yep. Typical.
Yeah.
On the stove, obviously the dials look like a clock. Okay. As a common technique that is used for helping blind folks navigate through the kitchen. Anyone visually impaired, that's a good way to communicate to them where you need the heat. So medium is yeah, please do. Please do. You're the professional here.
Yeah. Well, I've even heard like on some cooking channels that I've watched, like they'll say like put that put it on medium the 6 o'clock. So some side people also go by this. I guess it's not as many because I guess there's obviously markers on there that you visually can go by, but maybe in a higher more fast-paced setting like what chefs have to do, they probably don't have the time to just constantly look at everything, so some things have to become like muscle memory. And
may I interject a thought?
Sure.
So one thought that I have though is I picked this up immediately with you is I can be extremely specific with what exactly I want that. Instead of telling you I want it medium low, I can tell you put it right at 7 o'clock. Put it at 8 o'clock.
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30. Right.
The more advanced people can even do the 30s. Like mom can do that.
So yeah, that must have a good advantage to it as well. So it's actually a decent habit to pick up. If you're trying to describe to someone what temperature you're cooking something at.
The clock face.
The clock face.
Because because it brings me back to kindergarten when they were showing me the big plastic braille clock with the braille numbers on it. Getting that concept down. And that it's an easy thing to translate. Yeah, so like we're controlling like how high or how it's like there's just the different spectrums of the high and the low. 10, 11 o'clock is like simmer, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm down with
Yeah.
a lot.
So I would say for this stove specifically, actually about 10:30 is as far as you can push it because then the burner is going to start turning off on you.
Okay, yeah, this is one complaint that mom has about electric stoves versus gas stoves.
Mm-hmm.
the heat control. She's like, in the restaurant setting, you absolutely need